Hi, welcome to Marketing Monday. Today we're going to talk about how to use client insight to grow your mediation business. It's Monday, got my coffee here, ready to go. Coffee with fake Baileys because, I still have work to do. All right, today let's talk, like I said, about using client insights to grow your mediation business. So as a mediator, your past clients are one of your greatest assets. You have already established trust with them and demonstrated your ability to guide them through the conflict resolution process. So they're in the best position to tell everybody they know about your work. They can share their positive experiences and encourage referrals. Imagine that you have a sibling, or maybe you don't have to imagine, but if you needed mediation services and they told you about an exceptional mediator that they had worked with, they would probably be inclined to reach out to you for mediation services. And the same principle applies to your clients. When they're satisfied, they can become your most powerful advocates. Before I keep going, say hello. Let me know who you are, where you are, what kind of practice you've got, or if you've got an idea for a next edition of Marketing Monday series, let me know what you'd like for me to talk about, and I'll create a video for you. So let's talk about the importance of client feedback for mediators. What your clients think about you is immensely important, not only for retaining business, but for expanding your practice through word of mouth referrals or through endorsement of your services. And as a mediator, gathering client feedback, I think, is crucial for several reasons. One, client satisfaction. Understanding how your clients perceive your services helps you improve and meet their needs more effectively, more efficiently. It also helps you to refine your process. Feedback helps you to identify what's working really well or what you might need to make an adjustment on. And then three, building trust. Regularly soliciting feedback demonstrates that you really value your clients' opinions and that you're committed to continuous improvement. And feedback mechanisms are more than just a way to gather those opinions. They're a really valuable tool for improving client satisfaction and adapting your practice to meet client needs. So let me talk for a few minutes about how to effectively gather and utilize this feedback to grow your mediation practice. One of the most effective ways to gather client feedback is through what's called Net Promoter Score, an NPS. And it's a widely used metric that measures client satisfaction. It provides insight into how likely clients are to refer others to you. You've probably participated in one of these NPS surveys. If you've rented an Airbnb, or you've watched a movie on Netflix, or you've downloaded an app to your phone, for example, you're frequently asked for client feedback. This is the exact same thing. And the NPS, the Net Promoter Score, it's built around one pretty simple question, and that is, how likely are you to recommend our services to a colleague or friend, right? And then clients respond in the same way that you've responded, sort of on a scale from 0, which is not at all likely, to 10, extremely likely. And based on their answers, clients are sort of classified into 3 categories. There are the promoters, quote unquote, of your service. These are the loyal clients who are really likely to recommend you to others. They're also your best source for testimonials and referrals. These folks generally score 9s and 10s on the feedback form. Then there's the passive group. These folks score 7s and 8s. These are clients that are satisfied but not super enthusiastic. And they probably won't actively promote your services, but they would probably return to you if they needed a mediator with your skill set. And then there's the detractors. These are the folks who are going to score sort of a 0 to 6 range. These are clients who are unhappy or who might even discourage others from using your services. So it's really important to address their concerns and improve that experience. So how can you, as a neutral, use an NPS to drive business growth? Well, the NPS allows you to condense client satisfaction into a single actionable figure. Gives you a snapshot of your performance from the client's perspective. So how do you use that data effectively as a mediator? I would leverage the positive feedback for testimonials. If a client gives you a really high NPS score, follow up with a personal note saying, thanks very much, ask for a testimonial. Testimonials are incredibly valuable for us as service providers. And potential clients are often looking for reassurance that you can help them resolve their disputes. It also encourages clients to leave reviews on professional directories, LinkedIn, Google My Business, your website, etc. This is again where potential clients search for mediation services. 2, you can engage the promoter score level folks for referrals. Let them know that you are available and you really appreciate referrals. So clients who rate you highly are probably willing to recommend you to their network. So you can make it really easy for them to do that by providing referral cards or personalized email, encourage them to forward the email, etc. And then you want to follow up with the detractors, that 0 to 6 score. Clients who give a low NPS score might have some specific concerns that need to be addressed. A low score doesn't have to be the end of the relationship, and it may not have had anything at all to do with the service that you provided, but maybe just the overall case. But you need to know that information. So following up with these clients can help you turn things around or clarify any misunderstandings or miscommunications. So reach out to them, talk about their feedback, and then understand where the shortcoming actually was. You can use that feedback to make tangible improvements. Maybe it's in your communication style, your follow-up process. It can be lots of different things, but clients, even if they're in that low zone, the 0 to 6 zone, they truly do appreciate your willingness to listen and improve. And then that might move your score up so that they become one of the sources of referral for you. And then you'll want to be sure that you track your NPS over time. So monitoring changes in your NPS over time helps you to really track the trends in client satisfaction. And this data, I think, is especially useful for identifying patterns and making strategic adjustments. So for example, if you notice that clients are consistently providing a lower score for online mediation sessions, then you might want to refine your virtual mediation processes. You can use NPS tracking tools like SurveyMonkey or HubSpot to automate the process of analyzing this data. So there are some additional feedback tools and resources that I thought you might want to know about. NPS, it's a great starting point, but there are other feedback tools and strategies that you can employ to gather comprehensive client insights, rather. So you can use client satisfaction surveys, for example. So in addition to that NPS question that I mentioned at the beginning, you could include more detailed questions in your surveys to get deeper insights. You can ask your clients about specific aspects of your mediation services, like the clarity of communication throughout the process, their comfort level during the mediation sessions, the perceived fairness of the process and outcomes, for example. And there are survey tools like Google Forms or Typeform where you can create a really easy fill-in questionnaire. You could also use LinkedIn polls to get an overall impression, maybe not about your particular service, but an overall impression from your primary target market. And then post-mediation, follow up. After the mediation concludes, follow up with clients a few weeks later to check in on how they feel about the settlement, the resolution that you were able to help them achieve. It's a great time to ask for feedback when they've had a little bit of time to reflect on the process. And again, it shows that you really care about the long-term outcomes of mediation. Now, because we're neutrals, one of the things that we always think about is attribution. So you want to be able to provide your clients the ability to respond anonymously, because a lot of our clients are going to be a bit hesitant, maybe, to share honest feedback. And that's okay. We understand that. So there are tools like Survey Gizmo or Qualtrics, 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 and these allow your clients to provide insights without the pressure of revealing their identity. And it's thought that these kinds of anonymous tools lead to more honest and actionable critiques. You could also have a focus group. It's kind of an old-fashioned idea, but still really, really effective. So if you handle a high volume of mediations, you might consider organizing a focus group with past clients to dive deeper into their experiences. This is a lot more interactive, it's a discussion, and it can reveal insights maybe that a simple survey could miss. And then, of course, after you go through all of this, use the feedback to enhance your mediation practice. Collecting the feedback is only useful if you act on it. So use the insights that you gather to improve your services and maybe your marketing strategies. So for example, if clients repeatedly mention that your communication could be a bit more clear, consider investing in an AI program or a training, or maybe you outsource to a convening agent like case manager services to make sure that that communication is really hitting the high gears. If your clients praise your ability to create a calm, neutral environment, highlight this in your marketing materials as a unique selling point. So feedback helps you stay competitive. It helps you stay in touch with the people most likely to refer work to you or to rehire you. But most importantly, I think by listening to your clients, you ensure that you're adapting your services to their needs. Maybe that means offering more virtual sessions or providing multilingual mediation or specializing in a niche area. It could be a number of things, but it really helps you to refine your services. Again, your clients are your best advocates, and the feedback that they provide is an absolutely invaluable tool for growing your practice. And whether it's through an NPS score or satisfaction survey or just a follow-up conversation, the insights that you gather from your clients really will help you to improve client satisfaction, create more referrals, and ultimately build a stronger, more successful, happier practice. Integrating feedback mechanisms, I think, again, it not only improves client relationships, but it also really does a lot to position you as a mediator who values the continuous improvement and client care. That really is imperative. It's a service industry. So that's it for today for Marketing Monday, talking about how to use client insights to grow your mediation business. If you have any questions, concerns, requests, feedback, be sure you put it in the comments and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. That's it for me, Marketing Monday. I hope your week is started off right. You got your beverage of choice, you've got your strategy. Now you're thinking about getting those client scores and a little bit of feedback. That's it. Enjoy your Monday. Have a great week. Be good humans. Bye-bye.